Hi everyone. Welcome to our webinar on the summer travel and our best offers. And we're joined by Jack today, and we're going to go through the Indian Ocean and Caribbean and about summer travel and our best offers. Just a few to keep you going until our campaign officially launches after the bank holiday. So we've got lots of exciting things to run through, including like the weather in the islands and just the best things to be doing and seeing while there during the summer months.
Okay. So I'll start by talking to you about the Indian Ocean, and then Ellie's going to go into the Caribbean. We'll try and keep it pretty short and sweet, just so you guys can not spend too much time with us. So why travel to the Indian Ocean over the summer? First off, fewer people. So obviously we know we're up against a European market where massive crowds go, prices are high, and there's some brilliant options. But by going somewhere like the Indian Ocean, where it's not so popular, you can really make the most of that trip away with your clients. Can make the most of the trip away with their loved one, their family, and they're going to have unbelievable deals. So we've got incredible offers for you, which come in at amazing savings as well. Also, the weather. We'll go into it for each destination. The weather is certainly pretty good in most places and really good in places like Mauritius and the Seychelles as well. Also, the Maldives is very much a year-round destination. Forget what you've been told about it being kind of a place to avoid in the summer. Everything's changed thanks to climate change. And then also we'll go into Sri Lanka as well, which is we can put together some incredible itineraries for you. So diving into it in the Maldives. So obviously summer, June to September. Like I said, previously everyone said don't go, but now we are probably saying go. It's seeing less rainfall than it ever did before. Unbelievable deals. And you're going to see temperatures around about 28 to 30 degrees. So for those in Fahrenheit, that's about 75 to 85 degrees. So obviously pretty hot, but at the same time, really nice and beautiful for the most part. The manta season is another reason that you should go. So up in Hanafaru Bay, which is up in the Bar Atoll, you get groups of hundreds of manta rays. It's one of the best animal sightings you can do anywhere in the world, and it's absolutely the best time to go during the summer as well. And we've got a whole range of properties which we can put your clients in there, and it's also great to see whale sharks. Down in the South Area Atoll is the best place for it. A couple of beautiful properties like Conrad and Lux, which we really recommend down there. And something for me, surfing. I'm a surfer. I've just come back from a surf trip in which I did with my wife, and the waves were starting to get big, and then over the course of the summer they get bigger and bigger. And for those surfing fans, it's just unbelievable. Got hardly any crowds, unbroken, beautiful waves, and yeah, there's nothing quite like it. So yeah, just in terms of kind of the rainfall and things like that, it will rain. It is a tropical destination, but it doesn't stick around. So think, 20-minute short, sharp bursts will blow over. I normally kind of use the 80% rule. So 80% of your time will be spent in the sunshine. Otherwise, there might be clouds or rain. And I'd say that's a good thing to go by, but you're going to get there anywhere you go realistically as well. And you could have a whole week of just pure sunshine as well. So that's Maldives, Seychelles. I mean, the winter, so kind of December through February is kind of the worst time, actually, weirdly, for weather. The summer is a really, really good time to travel. So less humidity, slightly cooler, and less rain than you're going to get in other months. And the cooler thing is actually, something to really consider as well. I was there back in March, and I cannot tell you, it was so hot. So I got so burned. You will not believe it. I'm still peeling from it, would you believe? Back in March. So definitely, it's much nicer being that slightly bit cooler, so 25 to 28. It's really good temperature. It's known as dry season, less rain, less humidity. So the southeast trade winds come up through the summer as well. So we can advise you of which properties to kind of pick over these kind of times. But the Raffles, Constance Ophelia, all those kind of ones are really, really good. But just chat to the team when you inquire, and they'll put you in the put your clients in the best places for all that. We would say not to take the ferry between Mahe and Praslin though over that time. It just can be pretty rough. So that domestic flight, which takes 15 minutes, very, very easy, we can do for you as well. And it's a great time of year for all the amazing kind of experiences you can do. So fishing, sailing, diving, kite surfing, all works really, really well over those months. Yeah, I've just come back, absolutely loved it. Just the most beautiful destination, very different to the Maldives, different landscapes. Highly, highly recommend. Yeah,
it looked incredible.
Yes, yeah, except for the burn. So next up, Mauritius. So obviously, like we talk about Maldives, it's kind of, you know, the shoulder season in the summer, whereas in Mauritius, summer is in the summer, Mauritius is the best place to go. So you've got kind of normally very light winds, and they're coming from the northeast. So again, we will advise you on the best resorts to kind of stay in. Really lovely temperatures, great conditions for water sports, very little to no rain, and again, good time for all those activities, but also a great time to make use of some amazing offers as well. And then for those animal lovers, good time for whale watching, so good migrations happening at that point, and even swimming with dolphins. So yeah, 100% Mauritius, amazing place to go over summer. And we'll go into some pricing, but the value you can get there for kind of high season versus what you're going to get somewhere in Europe is amazing. So definitely do consider it. It's a longer flight, but well worth it. Okay, and then finally Sri Lanka. I love Sri Lanka so much, for anyone who knows me. I've been to Sri Lanka all different types of year, but definitely been over the summer as well. You can do pretty much the same route as you normally would. We just avoid that kind of south coast region a little bit, because that's when you get the monsoons coming through. But absolutely fine to switch that up. Switch up to the east coast. So if your clients are looking for kind of beach time, definitely think about going east coast. There's amazing places like Trincomalee, Aragon Bay, which is a big surf spot as well, Passakuda, Jaffna as well, all places that I've been to before in the summer, and they were just, the water was so still, beautiful beaches, very much quieter than what you're going to get at the south coast. It doesn't have that hustle and bustle, but it's still absolutely beautiful, and you can still do the cultural triangle. It'll be hot, but it'll be great. The hill country, it's obviously mountainous, so it does pick up a bit more weather patterns, but still, we would still say kind of recommend it to go and do some hiking and biking, and knowing that again, you are going to a tropical destination, there will be rain. That's just the way it is, but you can say that about pretty much all times of year as well. And yeah, generally lots of sunshine, most places that we'll go, and again, incredible value. You can get the best guides, you can really put together incredible trips, which will be unforgettable.
Yeah, and you've also got the elephant migration that happens between June to September. So it's a great time to go for anyone that wants the best chance to see the elephants. And you also have a lot of festivals and celebrations in Sri Lanka during the summer. So you've got the Candi Perahera, which is between kind of July, August time. So there's like lots to do in Sri Lanka as well.
Absolutely. So now on to some offers. So as I think we said in the email, we've got our first round of offers that have come out. We will be just sending out more newsletters and things like that, but the first round is pretty damn good. So starting off in the Maldives, we go to Six Senses Lamu, where I was fortunate enough to spend some of my honeymoon a couple of weeks ago. I absolutely love it. It's a complete all-rounder resort, beautiful beach, amazing villas, great service, great F&B, good snorkeling, diving, it's got surfing. I mean, it does it all. And it's also incredible value, I think. So the offer we've got on at the moment is a 40% discount, complimentary half board, 50% off seaplanes, and children under 12 stay and dine for free. So I think absolutely incredible. And you can get a trip for 2 people there for a week for 6,300. You put that alongside other places in the world, and it is such good value for the standard of accommodation. And that's booked by 31st of May, so you've got a whole month to book that, and stay periods all over the summer. So it should work out really well for your clients. The next option is the sister property, Six Senses Kanahura, which is kind of, I think about 2 years ago, but recently was opened under the Six Senses brand. Kanahura, for those who don't know it, is known to have one of the best beaches in the Maldives. It's absolutely stunning. And again, another really good all-rounder. It's got good dining, it's got these incredible beach villas, so it's really good for those families as well. And bigger island than Lamu, so you've got some more facilities and that brilliant, friendly Six Senses service. Here, 45% discount, comp hardboard, comp seaplane transfers for children, and 25% off for adults. And again, that's 12 and under stay and dine for free. And then the same kind of book by kind of details. And again, very, very affordable for those luxury clients, 6,000 net for 2 packs for 7 nights. That includes your seaplane transfers as well. Next up, Sirifan Fushi. Some of you guys might not know this resort too well, but us at Hummingbird, we really love it. It's kind of in one of the more remote atolls, so it's kind of a bit, takes a bit longer to get to, but because of that, you kind of get much less sea and air traffic above. You get amazing kind of diving around those kind of areas as well. And it's got this beautiful, huge lagoon, which you can make the most of. Great for families as well, got kids clubs, teens clubs. And as you can see, amazing discounts, 40% on 1 beds, 30% on 2 beds, and then all the comp boards and everything like that. And we'll send all the details through to you, but that's another really good one. Slightly lower price point than the Six Senses properties, but yeah, amazing value as well. Okay, and then moving on to the Seychelles. Again, I was fortunate enough to stay in the Waldorf a couple of months ago, or a month and a half ago. Absolutely beautiful. The villas there were some of our favourite they're certainly the Seychelles, but completely rival those top-end Maldivian resorts as well. You can see them there. They're all set back from the beach, as they kind of have to be because of the turtles. But huge, just beautifully done, amazing pools, great beaches, and a 30% discount there as well. It is more expensive than kind of what I've spoken to you about in the Maldives, but Waldorf is, very, very high standard, and that is really, really good value for what you're getting out there. I absolutely loved it there. They've got kind of giant tortoises, which you can see. They actually love it if you scratch their neck. So if you see one, get under there, give it a scratch. They absolutely love it. But anyway, a great option and a great discount for summer travel as well. And then on to Mauritius. So the Shangri-La, very well known, absolutely brilliant property. And again, 50% discount on the room rate. So, I mean, it feels crazy to see that, to say this, £2,700 for 2 packs for 7 nights. For the standard result, the facilities you've got there, the F&B choices, it's unbelievable. And again, booked by 31st of May, so lots of window to kind of get those requests to us and kind of obviously market this out to your clients as well. And that's for the stay the whole summer as well. So yeah, do take advantage of the offer. It's really, really good value. And then I think finally on the Indian Ocean offers, it's Sri Lanka. So these are all beautiful properties, kind of just a bit further round, kind of that kind of southwest-ish. So they don't get as much of the monsoon as you would get on the pure south coast. I've stayed at the last house, just amazing, so much character, beautiful kind of hosts there as well, and they've got pay 4, stay 5. And as we all know, Sri Lanka is great value anyway. So budget-wise, I'm sure any luxury clients, it should be kind of fall quite nicely in their budgets. Coco Kangara is also amazing at pay 3, stay 4, and the Notary's House as well has got a good offer on a 15% off on booking 2 or more rooms. So yeah, really do think about Sri Lanka, and you can do a really good combination of doing the south coast or the east coast and mix in Yala, do some safari in there, and that's really great. If they don't want to do a full tour, absolutely fine. We can do one centre, we can do twin centre, we can do full itineraries. But certainly do think about it. It's a really, really nice time to be getting away.
Definitely. And now on to the Caribbean. So why travel to the Caribbean in the summer? As you can see, there is a lot of reasons to enjoy the Caribbean in the summer, but mainly just a lot less crowded. So you just get to enjoy strolling around the towns with the locals, and you really get that authentic experience rather than kind of like the hustle and bustle of, all the tourists with their phones out, that kind of thing. You really get to enjoy a slower pace of that island life. The same with the hiking trails, and also the wildlife interactions. So obviously with it being less crowded, there's less like boat trips out to see like the dolphins and things like that. So you're really getting to be more connected with whatever it is that the clients are interested in doing. They really get that more authentic experience. Also, it just makes choices for rooms, restaurant reservations, even down to your sun lounges and excursions. It just makes all of that a lot easier to book if clients have specific things that they definitely want to do or specific requirements, especially in the Caribbean where there's a lot more boutique properties. These tend to be smaller, so obviously rooms do go quicker. So it's a bit easier in that summer period where there are less people traveling to the islands. Obviously, part of what our whole webinar is about is we get better offers and better savings in the summer months. So obviously a great reason to choose the summer, and lots of events take place very similarly to Sri Lanka. We have like the Nevis Mango Festival, which happens in July, and the St. Lucia Carnival, which happens in July. All really nice, authentic, traditional events where clients can get involved and enjoy the celebrations, because people know how to celebrate in the Caribbean, so it's definitely not one to be missed. It's also a great time because during the summer, you do get these occasional showers. It means that the more rainforest-like islands, such as like Dominica, it's a great time to visit those because the forests are just teeming with wildlife. They're so lush and green from getting those short downpours. So it's a really great time for any hikers. And great for island hopping to smaller islands that are closer together that you would travel to by boat, because the oceans are typically quite like calmer, so you can kind of hop between islands without fear of any of kind of that choppy choppy waves. So the weather in the Caribbean for between kind of like June and September, there is some rainfall, but it's kind of like a downpour for like 10 minutes and then the sun comes back out. So it's really not a deterrent for traveling to the Caribbean in the summer. You still have really nice warm temperatures. You see the warmest sea temperatures during these months. So great for anyone that wants to be doing snorkeling, diving, any kind of water-based activities, and still lots of hours of sunshine in the day. If you're looking to kind of guarantee clients less rain, islands like Aruba and Curacao are perfect because they see typically like the least amount of rainfall during this time. And then other islands like Barbados, slightly more showers, but still very minimal and still very short and sweet. So nothing to be too concerned about. And temperatures across all of the Caribbean islands remain really nice and warm. So on to offers, we have this great one from O2 Beach Club and Seabreeze. So these are sister properties and they're not too far away from each other, both all inclusive. O2 sits as like a 5-star and Seabreeze is just a little bit lower, but both great, both brilliant all-inclusive products, especially with 55% off and 50% off the room prices. You're getting a really, really great deal there, and also Spark Credit. And I visited these properties at the end of last year in September, so just kind of the end of the summer months, and both beautiful. Seabreeze has a beautiful stretch of beach. It's absolutely stunning, and a bit bigger than O2, so it's great that you can kind of pair the two and choose like where to eat and where to enjoy your time on the beach. And obviously the stay period goes right through the summer months, which is really great. And then we've got Carlisle Bay, which is a beautiful property, Antigua, another one which I've been very lucky to visit, and has a beautiful kind of horse-shaped bay, very calm beach, so perfect for paddleboarding, any kind of kayaking, those kind of activities, to really enjoy that summer sunshine. And you get up to 30% off an ocean suite or higher there, which is really great, and 250 resort credit. And return airport transfer. So that's a really, really good deal for Antigua. And then at the Veranda, also in Antigua, you have up to 66% off the room type for UK and Europe. And these are great, another great option. And also recently featured in the Made in Chelsea series when they went to Antigua, which saw a lot of uplift for the island and the Veranda property. So if you want to like a kind of walkthrough of what it was like, then definitely check out the show. So St. Vincent and the Grenadines, so one of the smaller islands, also perfect to visit in the summer months. We've got up to 40% off the room price and also $50 resort credit. I know our Caribbean product director, Pip, went here on her personal holiday and during the summer and absolutely loved it. She's desperate to go back already. It's such a nice property, lots of things to do, and really that more like authentic island life. If clients are kind of looking for something that's a bit different from your typical like St. Lucia, Barbados, Antigua, this one is a great option. Also runs up until most of the way through August. So this is a really nice offer, but yeah, it needs to be booked by the end of May, which starts tomorrow, would you believe? I feel like the year is absolutely flying. And then in St. Lucia, we have a really nice exclusive at Windjammer, up to 55% off an all-inclusive room stay. So that's great because clients will have everything included there. This one has got a very short book by, so that's by the 11th of May. So if clients are interested in visiting Windjammer in St. Lucia, definitely want to take advantage of. We do have a longer standing offer here that we will be sharing in our newsletters, but this one is obviously the best, but just that shorter book by.
And on Windjammer, I've been fortunate enough to stay there a few times, and yeah, amazing property. Really, again, I started talking about value, but it is really good value when you put together it's 55%. They have these great villas. So if you've got obviously great for couples, but for families and things like that, they've got these huge villas which you can stay in for kind of anywhere from families from 3 to probably kind of 15. Amazing views there, about 7 or 8 F&B outlets, and that all-inclusive is very, very useful. I mean, as everyone knows, in all these resorts, you know, the F&B isn't cheap, so having that 55% off the all-inclusive as well is absolutely massive. So highly recommend it there. It's a great property.
No, definitely. And some of the team actually, and I'm luckily one of the people getting to go, we're actually heading out to St. Lucia and Grenada in July, so in the summer. So we're doing exactly what we're telling you and the clients to do. So very excited to see some of these properties then. And then we've got Ladera, which is great, 40% off the room price. This one, as you can see in the bottom photo there, this one's a great alternative to Jade Mountain. It's a cheaper price point, but you still get those amazing kind of Piton views and that fourth wall removed experience. So definitely one to consider if maybe clients have seen Jade, but that's not quite where their price point sits. Ladera is a really nice boutique option that we would definitely consider, and you've got a great $200 resort credit there as well, and that runs up all the way through the summer, and a smaller minimum stay than some of the others at 3 nights. So that makes it really nice to twin with Windjammer or another island or another property in St. Lucia. So that is all of the offers we're going to give you for now, but we've definitely got more coming in lots of our exciting theme newsletters throughout May. So we're going to collate our biggest savings for the Indian Ocean and the Caribbean. We're going to bust some more Maldives myths. So some things that your clients might think about the Maldives, we're going to prove how that's not correct and that the Maldives is a great destination always round. Some great summer surfing spots. We've obviously touched on a few there in the Indian Ocean, but definitely more to come and more detail and kind of more drilled down timings for that, and then a roundup of our best offers. And we will continue to keep you updated as more offers come in and as we send out the newsletters.
Cool. I think that's it. Should we see if there's any comments or
Yes,
questions?
let's
Otherwise,
check.
everyone can have their time back.
I think so. I think we must have done a good job. We must
Yeah,
have
hopefully.
covered everything.
There we go. We've covered every sort of angle. Amazing.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining. And just a reminder that we run webinars every Wednesday. So be sure to check out our socials, our newsletters, and sign up where you can. And if you ever miss any, you can catch up on our YouTube channel. But thank you for joining, guys.
Thanks. Bye-bye.